welcome, farms. It's yet another video, and this is what we do on the channel. So if you're new here on the channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to join the family, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime we drop a new video. And if you do not know, we have a PSD platform on selar.com where you can download all our PSDs at an affordable price and use it for your private customers. So if you are out here, don't forget to like, comment, and also I salute you. Welcome back, farms. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to learn how to create this very poster you're seeing on the page from start to finish, and the lightning together with the addition of the text and the arrangement. Everything is going to be made simply for everyone to understand. So if you need the resources used in creating this flyer, kindly go down to the description. You'll see a Telegram link. You click on it to join the Telegram group. Then you can download the resources which will be in the group, as well as the JPEG or the image of this poster. So once you see the image and then you see a file, the resources you're seeing. So without wasting much time, let's get right into it. So you create a new page, go to file and click on new. So what I mostly use is A4. So if you're new to Photoshop, go to print and then select A4 from the options you're seeing. Or if you don't know how to, you can just make the same settings, the width and the height as I have, and use the millimeters, and we are good to go, farms. So this is our current page we're working with, which is the A4. So what we're going to do now is to select a background color combination. So what do I mean by that? We're going to create a gradient color field, as I always do. So you come here to create the field, then we're going to make sure to go to the top. So create new field, click on the create new field icon, then go to gradient. So over here, you just follow me. I'll take the style of radar, click inside here. So what we are going to do is simple. I'm going to create a gradient field. But then if you're new here to Photoshop, you make sure you click to drag this very slider upwards to remove the transparency. So that's the transparency slider. It's automatic. You can just remove it by clicking upwards. So this is so simple. We're going to create a gradient field. So the gradient field, this is just an example of how to create the gradient field. You click inside the two sliders. I already have the gradient field saved. So I'm going to just show you the color code. You can click here and then input this color code and you're good. Then click on the other slider and input this very color code, and you are good to go, farms. I'm playing with the angle a little bit. It's not compulsory. It's not something that is game changing. You can just maintain it at 90 and you are good to go, farms. So we are done with the background and we are going to add this very image. It's in the resources. So yeah, I just skipped the process, but it's in the resources. So you bring it onto the page and select a blend mode that will suit it. I went with multiply. So you select multiply, blend mode, and you are good to go, farms. It's so simple, and even an embryo in the womb can create such. Alright, farms. So yeah, bringing this very image onto the page and arrange it to the top of the page. And what we're going to do is so simple. I'm going to select a blend mode. So you scan through to check which blend mode is good for your eye. So I am seeing hard light. You can go with any that suits your eye in your next project, but hard light is best right now. So yeah, I'll select hard light and we are done. Just that. is that. So it may differ based on the color combination or the background type. So don't forget to go through or scan through to pick up your best blend mode. Alright guys, you take the brush to create a layer mask, then you select the soft rounded brush. You're going to click on into the layer mask and brush off using the black foreground color. So you're going to brush off the sharp edge at the bottom of the image like that. So this is just to give some context, but we are good from here. This is so simple. So yeah, it means the background lines. So you bring in this very man of God, which is also in the resources provided in the group. So you create a layer mask. You take your brush tool. I'm not going to go over the brush settings again because we've already seen it. The same soft rounded brush. So if just say you are cleaning and you make a mistake, change the foreground color to white and then brush back the mistake and you're good. So this is more like it for the man of God. So what I'm going to do now is to apply the same brushing and arrangement to the rest of the man of God, just as you're seeing. So it's just the same brushing and arrangement, just that this time around they went behind the man of God. To do that, you can send their layer below the first man of God's layer and you get it behind the man of God. Simple as that. So I brought in this very image right here and I'm going to send its layer on a popping blend mode. So I'm going to take lighten. So lighten or screen is good for this image, but I am going with lighten. So you select lighten blend mode and you're good. So I'm going to send its layer behind all of the men of God. By so doing, I'll send the layer below that of all the men of God's layer like that. So make sure you bring this very light or sun image right on top and behind all the men of God's layer like that, and make sure it's circular inside there like that. So that's it, more like it. So we're having it positioned where we want it. So yeah, I'll create a layer mask and then normally you take a brush to Ctrl+B as shortcuts to take the brush and brush around the sharp edge. Every image will have a sharp edge, so you have to just go through this procedure to clear it so that it blends or fades into the background as if nothing actually happened to the image on the page. So that's what Photoshop is all about, when editing is all about. So that's more like it. I selected both image and what I'm going to do is just arrange it behind the men of God like that, just as you're seeing. It's supposed to be that easy and simple. So I hope you guys get it. So far we have come to a point where we've created a background and added the man of God. So it was necessary we add the man of God before bringing the light, because we wouldn't have seen the actual correction of the arrangement. Alright guys, bring it this cakes and I'm just enlarging it onto the page before I clear up the white parts. So what I'm going to do is right click and rasterize layer. From there I'll go into my eraser, magic eraser tool, and click onto the right to remove them. So this is what we have for the page. It's so simple and it's easy. So you make sure you have them filling the corners of the page like that, and we're good to go. Okay farms, so this is more like it, this is more like it. So over here what we're going to do is to add a little edit to make sure we have some darkness at the bottom of the page. So what am I going to do? I'll select the image layer and go to the create no fill. We're going to create a gradient. So this is where transparency become important. So we're going to maintain the transparency and remove the down color node, the slider, click and drag to remove. You click on it and drag it down to remove. So that you'll be left with the left slider. We're going to select a darker color. So we just want it like this. So yeah, it's so simple. We're just taking a darker color for the bottom so that our bottom layer of the page becomes darker to add a whole lot of components. So yeah, you can see that it's filling on the images of the men of God and somehow covering the brightness of the page. So yeah, let's arrange it and we'll correct that very soon. So I hit OK. There are so many ways you can go about this, but then here I'll click on the layer mask for now and take the brush to using the brush settings. I'm going to show you the brush settings because my recorder is not showing the brush size on the page. So hardness on 0, soft on brush. You're going to just clean and bring back the light on the center of the page. Why are we bringing it back? Because around the center there's already darkness, so the center is the actual central focus of the page, so we want it. So this is more like the before and the after. To do that, you can hold shift and click into the layer mask to hide the layer mask that you have just brushed. So this is more like it. This is very cool. Just as I said, there are other ways to go about this whole process. You can use the brush tool and take a fill color and then brush at the bottom a darker color. There are every ways to go about this. You just have to choose your way. Alright guys, so as you can see, we've come a long way to adding the gate. So I'm just showing you a brief on where and we started from and then how we are going. So here we added the background color. So this color very much, this image absorbed the background color to project it nicely, and then we added this very image too that is giving us some action on the page. Then we brought in the men of God layer first because we wanted to know how to add this very sun. Okay, if you bring it very first, the arrangement will be complicated and you would miss a lot of action in the arrangement. So it's more advisable you know what you're doing up ahead before you bring in any effect. Okay guys, so this is more like it. We've come a long way, and right from here we didn't just end here. We brought in this image of gate and then we made sure we had the edit of the bottom made clearly dark for us, so making everything look sumptuous and empowering. You know, it's nice this far if only you support it guys. So yeah, if you're watched this far, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to join the family, and also don't forget to join the family on Telegram. Can't wait to see you there. So bringing this very image, and what we're doing is enlarging it to the bottom of the page. Okay, so yeah, this very image is going to be placed on a blend mode. I'm going to select a blend mode that will make it pop out its color onto our gate. That's all. So overlay is what I chose. I'll give it a layer mask and take my brush tool. So yeah, all I'm doing is to clear the sharp edges at the top of the page, just as you're seeing, so that it becomes a flat image, not just there like that. Okay folks, so yeah, just arranging the image and the lightning that is on the page now. So the image has now moved from an image to lightning. Okay, so yeah, that's what the work of Photoshop is. So this is more like the before the image or the lightning, and then after the image or the lightning. It's okay folks, sorry about that. Alright folks, so yeah, so far this is going smoothly. So what I normally do to my men of God is to add some lightning effect to it. So I'll go to filter on this man of God and take camera raw filter, and over here you can add some bit of lightning and then temperature and tint, contrast and darkness and whatever. But then your main focus is to sharpen the image. So I'll sharpen the image using texture, more of texture, and then less of clarity. So this is the format I use: more of texture, less of clarity, more of clarity, less of texture. So something like that. Then I'll add a little bit of saturation to it. So yeah, I'm going to apply the same effect on the rest of the men of God, and we'll be good to go, fams. So catch you when I am done. All right, fams. Okay, guys. So this is more like a we were able to add effect on the men of God. So far, all the effects are adding up to become a one great, beautiful piece that you're seeing on the page, which are very necessary. Each and every step is very necessary to bringing out a very good poster or flyer of your kind. So yeah, I hope you practice and become better in designing. So yep, we bring in the text to and then create a text. We're going to type in the name of the church. So I'll catch you after typing. So yep, this is just the typing of the name of the church. So I brought in this logo of the church. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the size and position it somewhere at the top of the page of the text layer like that. So there we have it. So I'm making sure the alignments are just as equal as the text. So that's more like it. That's more like it. So you can double click on the layer to bring you the layer style, or go to FX icon right here and select blending option. So here in the blending option, you have the opportunity to add a color. So I'll go and select color overlay. I want to add a color to the logo. So I'm going to select a very nice color, like a reddish, bright red color, saturated red color. Alright, fam. So yep, I hit OK from here because I'm actually done. Okay, so I didn't like the position of the logo, so I wanted it to be more into the dark. So I'm going to select all the church names together with the logo, group it, and then press Ctrl T to move it down so that it comes into the darkness, so that it becomes more visible at the standpoint. So where we have the logo and the text is brightly showing, and I love it so much. So yep, let's work on, farms. So yep, we're going to type in the rest of the details. So bring in your text too, and then we're going to type in this glory. This glory is so simple to type. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is to go to the layer style and then select our stroke. We're going to add some bit of stroke. So make sure your setting position is on outside and select a darker color. So I'll show you the color code I'll be settling with very soon. So yep, that's the color code I settled with. So we're just enlarging it or increasing the size. Okay, so this is the color code I'm settling with, farms. So yep, size of 40 and you're good to go. All right, guys, so that's more like it. So what we're going to do is to add the top and the bottom details. So let's take the text tool and we type in our text and add time. So see you. Okay, farms. So welcome. So that's more like it. What we're going to do now is to use the shape tool to create a rectangle on the page that is below, that's exactly below the glory text. So yep, I just gave it a bit of roundness and it's Simple. So giving the color of yellow, I'm going to just take, you can choose any actual color from here, but it should be brightened because our background is already dark. So you choose a bright color to expose the shape to the darkness. So yeah, I'm starting with this very orangey color. So yeah, so catch you after adding this very detail using the text tool. So yeah, that is more like it, farms. So this is so simple, and what we're going to do is to add the lower detail. So catch you right after done. Okay, I'm just expanding it, the characters like that, and we're good. So we're almost done with the details. So yep. So group everything right there, and yeah, you can name it the way you want. So from here, I'll take the pen to make sure you're setting it on shape, exactly shape, not path, but shape. And then we're going to create a node, create a node right here. You create and drag. Okay, so what we're going to do is to create, click, create a node, and to hold and drag to the right to style or make it curvy on the page, just like that. Okay, from there you meet it at the initial point and you are done creating the shape. So yep, just making the adjustment on the page and select a very nice bright color, yep, on the page. So that's more like it. From here, create a new layer and add this very side of the page. So what we're going to do is to make the roundness more bigger and change the color to white. So yep, so I'm going to just drag to the top to make it hide the roundness at the top, just like that. So from here I will add my date and we are good to go, farms. So fonts used are also going to be in the description, so you can download for yourself for fun. I know I should have said this earlier, my bad. So catch you when I'm done typing and arranging. So yep, this is like the date, and the other style you can use to create this very date. All you have to do is to go with what suits you best, because the platform has been given, the darkness has been given, everything that is bright will be nice on the page. just as you're seeing it. So this type of design is, I term it the blending background method. Why is it the blending background method? This also helps you to add text without even bothering about shadows. You just can add the text and it's going to pop. It's going to show brightly as it is going to come with the color. So yep, this is so simple to use as a graphic designer. Makes your workflow very neat. So what we're going to do from here is to press Ctrl Shift Alt E to bring out the overview and go to camera raw filter, because we are actually done and we're going to add some lightning to the page. So this is more like the end of the video, and if you watched this far and it has helped you in any part, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to go into our PSD page on selar.com to purchase a PSD and save the channel to grow. Okay guys, so catch you